Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES. Let's get to the news now, folks. You won't believe what's been unfolding in the NFL recently, especially when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles and their quest to stay at the top of the NFC East. The Eagles, as you all know, have been building a very competitive roster, and what's happening now could be a game changer. Recently, the buzz has been about a potential trade that could shake up the division, and I'm talking about none other than Jameson Williams, the young and explosive wide receiver from the Detroit Lions. That's right, Williams, who had a breakout season last year with over 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns, is now at the center of NFL trade rumors, and the Eagles are right in the middle of it all. So let's back up a little and give you some context. Jameson Williams, a player with immense talent and potential, has been making waves in Detroit after finally showing what he's capable of in his second year. The Lions, as we all know, are a team on the rise, and they have big plans for their roster. But here's where it gets interesting. There are some questions about Williams' long-term future in Detroit, especially considering his contract situation. His deal runs through 2026, but that doesn't mean the Lions are set in stone. According to Colton Pouncey from The Athletic, the Lions are already pondering whether they can afford to keep Williams long-term, especially if he continues to develop at this pace. Pouncey pointed out that if Williams keeps progressing, and last season was a clear indicator that he's heading in that direction, he's going to be looking for a hefty payday in the near future. The Lions have already invested heavily in Amon-Ra St. Brown, and paying 2 top-tier wide receivers big money might not be feasible in the long run. So a trade becomes a real possibility, and guess what? The Philadelphia Eagles are one of the most logical landing spots for Williams. Why? Well, it's simple. The Eagles are always looking to strengthen their roster, and adding a young, talented receiver like Williams could be exactly what they need to keep that explosive offense ticking. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what about A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith? And you're absolutely right. The Eagles already have 2 of the league's most dynamic wide receivers, and they're set at the position for now. But here's the thing, the NFL is all about planning ahead. A.J. Brown, who's been sensational since arriving in Philly, is going to be looking for a new contract soon. After Jammer Chase just reset the market with his $25 million extension, Brown is going to want something similar or even more. And he's 28, so the Eagles need to start thinking about the future of that receiver core. Devonta Smith, on the other hand, is still young and developing into a true star, but having a trio of receivers that includes Williams, who's only 24, makes perfect sense for the Eagles' long-term strategy. Williams and Smith, despite not having played together at Alabama, already share a bond, and Williams himself has openly expressed that an offense featuring both of them would be the most explosive in the NFL. That's not just talk, it's a strategic move for a team looking to sustain its success for years to come. With Williams in the fold, the Eagles could have a versatile, fast, and dynamic receiving duo that could terrorize defenses for seasons. Think about the possibilities. A deep threat with Williams stretching the field, paired with Devonta Smith's precise route running and agility. It would give Jalen Hurts even more weapons to work with, making the Eagles' offense even more unpredictable. And let's not forget, Williams and Smith already have a friendship, which could translate into immediate chemistry on the field, a huge plus for any team. But let's talk about the bigger picture here. The Eagles, coming off a Super Bowl appearance, still have some gaps to fill, especially at wide receiver. The fact that they still need to add depth and plan for the future is often overlooked because of their recent success. The NFL is a league of continuous evolution, and the Eagles know that. They're always looking for ways to stay ahead, and acquiring Jameson Williams would be a strategic move that aligns perfectly with their long-term goals. The potential trade scenario isn't just about acquiring a talented player, it's about rewriting the future of the Eagles' offense. Williams's youth, speed, and playmaking ability could mesh perfectly with the current core, giving Jalen Hurts even more confidence in throwing deep and creating big plays. The Eagles' coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, is renowned for their ability to develop talent and utilize versatile players effectively. Williams would fit right into that mold, especially considering his explosive ability and the fact that he's just scratching the surface of his potential. Now, let's consider the division for a moment. The NFC East has always been a fierce battleground, with the Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and Washington Commanders all vying for supremacy. The Eagles have been at the top, but every team is always looking to improve. Acquiring a player like Williams could give the Eagles that extra edge to not only compete but dominate. It's about staying ahead of the curve, and a move like this could leave division rivals scrambling to catch up. Furthermore, the Eagles' management has shown a keen eye for talent and a willingness to make bold moves when the opportunity arises. Think about how they built their Super Bowl-winning team: smart trades, good drafts, and strategic signings. A trade for Williams wouldn't be out of character for Howie Roseman, who's proven time and again that he's willing to go all in to make this team championship-worthy. And now, let's not forget the potential ripple effects. If this trade happens, it could influence not just the Eagles but the entire NFC East and even the league. A young, talented receiver like Williams could elevate the Eagles' offense to new heights, making them even more dangerous come playoff time. It could also set a precedent for other teams to be more aggressive in acquiring young talent, shaping the future landscape of the NFL. Of course, all of this is speculation for now, but the signs are pointing toward a very real possibility. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, and the trade market is heating up as teams look to reshape their rosters for the upcoming season. The Eagles, with their strong core and smart management, are in a prime position to make a bold move. Acquiring Jameson Williams could be the missing piece in their championship puzzle, especially considering how well he fits with Devonta Smith and the current offensive system. As fans, we should keep a close eye on how this unfolds. Will the Lions decide to hold on to Williams, or will the Eagles make a move to bring him into their fold? Either way, it's an exciting time for Philadelphia Eagles supporters because the team's future just got even brighter. The combination of young talent, strategic planning, and a desire to keep the franchise at the top ensures that this offseason will be one of the most interesting in recent memory. Now, before I wrap up, let me just emphasize how important it is to stay engaged with this channel. The NFL is full of surprises, and I'll be here every step of the way, breaking down the latest news, analyzing potential moves, and giving you the insights you need to stay ahead of the game. The Eagles are a team that never stops evolving, and with rumors like these, it's clear that they're not done making moves to ensure their dominance. So whether it's a trade, a draft pick, or a signing, I'll be here to keep you informed and excited about everything happening in Philadelphia. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think acquiring Jameson Williams would be the right move for the Eagles? How do you see him fitting into the offense alongside Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Eagles. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Whether it's breaking trades, player updates, or deep dives into strategies, this is your go-to source for everything Eagles. Thanks for watching, and as always, fly Eagles fly.